Did you know that our brain is wired to notice the negative and the threats around us more than the positive? Let's talk about how to change that in one of my favorite ways, which is working on the body, and one simple but effective thing that you can do to make your nervous system chill out a little bit. And the things that I'm gonna talk about in this video are all in my guide, 10 ways to relax your nervous system. You'll find a lot of exercises, very simple, very practical, that you can do to help your nervous system to melt a little bit, to chill out. And to feel calmer, so you worry less. You can send me a DM, drop me a line down below in the comments, and I will send a PDF version to you. Let me introduce myself. I'm Dani, I'm a clinical psychologist, and I work with busy women who want to get better at their anxiety, to better manage their stress and their emotions. Yes, our brain, it is wired to notice more the negative and the threats around us. This means that we tend to pay attention to remember and to react more to negative experience than to positive ones. For example, it can happen that we receive a lot of positive feedbacks for a project at work, but one person criticizes us, and then this makes us spiral into negativity, and we get depressed about it. Or another example is that when we have a traumatic event, the negative impact of that event is gonna be greater and last longer than any positive experience that we had at the same time. So research tells us that we have this bias because it helps us to be prepared against threats. So it's a survival mechanism. It is called negativity bias, and it can change the way we think about ourselves, we think about others, about the world. It can make us worry a lot and get anxious and depressed. This is not just some thoughts. This is not just something in our head. It is so powerful that it can overactivate our sympathetic nervous system, which is the part of the nervous system responsible for reacting to fear. And it can turn off the part of the nervous system which instead is responsible for calming us down. So we are left with a lot of symptoms of anxiety and fear, like shallow breathing, a tight chest, running thoughts, anxious thoughts, and nothing to calm us down. But there is a good news. We can wake up that part of the nervous system that makes us more relaxed, and we can do it by counterbalancing the negativity bias with, I know you think I'm gonna say positivity, but no, it's not positivity, it's gratitude. And before you roll your eyes at me because blah blah gratitude woo stuff, listen to me, this is scientific gratitude. Practicing gratitude in a specific way can activate our vagus nerve, which is the part of the nervous system responsible for relaxing us. And I told you that this is scientific because studies show that when we practice gratitude, our body releases oxytocin, which is called the love hormone, and it helps to activate the vagus nerve. And also, practicing gratitude helps us to unlock a whole group of positive emotions, joy, happiness, contentment, which in turn activate even more the vagus nerve. So it's a virtuous cycle. And the more a vagus nerve is active, the more happy and lighter and focused we feel. The less it's active, the less sleep it is, the more depressed and anxious and worried we feel. So, how do we practice gratitude? One of the best ways to do it is to take 5 minutes of your day, every day. I like to do this in the morning because my mind is quieter. And ask yourself these 3 questions. What is something good right now in my life? What is something good about myself? What I'm grateful for about myself? What is something good that I can wish myself right now? Like you would do with one of your best friends. Asking yourself these 3 simple questions will give your nervous system a break from that constant scanning the environment for threats, because you will be focusing on something good and your brain will get the message that you are safe, that you are okay. because when you are safe, you tend to think about positive stuff. Remember, anxiety is more in the body than we think, and if we want to get real results with reducing worrying and anxiety, we want to address the state of our nervous system. We want to put our nervous system in a state of calmness, and practicing gratitude is one of the best ways to do it. Also, remember that the things that I told you today are all in my guide, 10 ways to relax your nervous system. You'll find even more ways to calm your nervous system down in here, so it's a great place to start. You can ask me for the PDF in the DM, or you can drop me a comment and I'll send it to you. Bye bye for now, and go relax a little bit.